We've asked San Diego business leaders and environmentalists which issues they'd like to see the new mayor and his administration tackle. Now we continue our nonpartisan discussion with a focus on local arts and culture with President and CEO of San Diego Youth Symphony and Conservatory, Dalouge Smith, and David Malmuth, a real estate developer whose proposed Idea District aims to unite San Diego artists and innovators in a downtown development. Welcome you both to Evening Edition. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
Dalouge, name a project that you would like to see the new city administration deal with.
Well, I'm going to save David the embarrassment of talking about his own project and say the new mayor should look at the Idea District, not just because the Idea District will be important for downtown, it'll be important for bringing together creative people and creative technologies, but also because there's so many implications for what choices are made there that can be parlayed into other areas of the city. It can really be a laboratory, as David says, for what else can be achieved in other neighborhoods to make San Diego the most creative city in the country.
And David, outside of your project, what would you like to see the new city administration tackle?
Well, I think the Centennial Celebration 2015 offers an extraordinary opportunity to heighten the discussion about arts and culture and the role that it plays in creating a great city. And so my hope is that the mayor seizes the moment and brings the entire community, the business community, the arts community, together around putting on a fantastic celebration of the Centennial.
How do you think, Dalouge, how do you think the city administration right now is, how do they stand as far as when it comes to arts and culture?
Oh, we've had a fantastic mayor in Mayor Sanders supporting arts and culture. He's personally issued the annual economic impact report. We've got a great leader at the Commission for Arts and Culture. It's an organization. The city does a lot to bring together the arts and culture community and create opportunities for us to collaborate, but also helps us make relationships in neighborhoods and reach people and families and students that we might not be able to reach otherwise unless we are going into their neighborhoods.
David, you have talked about integrating art, this integrative art. Explain what that is.
Well, my take is that we are on a race for talent, and it's an international race. And the young, highly educated creative person wants to be around other young, highly educated creative people. And we need to create the places, the spaces in San Diego that become magnets for that kind of talent. And we know that arts and culture is one of the things that is, in fact, a magnet. So what I'm hoping for, and we're trying to manifest in an Idea District, but as Dalouge says, it can happen broadly, is that we create this rich environment that encourages arts and artists, encourages them to stay here, to grow their careers here, so that we have this setting where people want to come because this is a fantastic place to grow your career and a great place to live.
Denver's doing that quite well. Tell us about how Denver has integrated art into their city.
Well, it's very intentional. Over the last 20 years, they continue to grow the brand that they believe they can be the creative capital of the Rocky Mountain West. And they have a dedicated 1/10 of a cent tax of the sales tax that goes towards funding arts and culture and creative enterprises. And the smart thing that they do is not only invest in all of these organizations, but then every 2 years they audit the results. And what they found is that it has created jobs and cultural tourism. And now Denver is on everybody's top 10 list of great places to live. And last year they were the leading city in the country in terms of in-migration of millennials. And those are the people that are going to grow prosperity for the future.
Who pays for this, David? So right now, who's paying for our kind of arts and community here, and where's that money coming from?
Well, the TOT right now is the main funding mechanism.
Hotel tax.
The hotel tax, right. So we're about a 1/2 cent of the 10.5 cent TOT. We both believe that should be a full cent. But I still think we can do more, and it would be wonderful if in a new administration we start to articulate how getting up to the level of Denver's funding, which is about 35 or 40 million, can really have a profound impact on the economic future of the community. So maybe we're not there yet, and people may not accept a broad-based increase in sales tax, but the history is if it's very specific and you can show results, people are willing to support it, as they have in Denver.
They see where the money is going.
Right.
Dalouge, what about the impact of arts and culture on the economy, on business, sort of in general in San Diego?
Well, we're very fortunate, again, to have an annual report that indicates all of the direct economic activity of the organizations that receive funding from the TOT. Through the city, but we also know that there are ancillary outcomes. There's the indirect funding of the the tourists that come, the cultural tourists that come. But in addition, it actually makes San Diego a more attractive city to do business. And bringing in great, talented people who want to be in a place where they're going to be, as David said, alongside other really talented and creative people, whether they're in an engineering field or they're in a design field or they're in an arts and culture field. People that are engaged with the community around them find greater and greater sense of place when there's strong arts and culture. And that's what is so important. That's why we all love Balboa Park, because it represents a kind of place for everyone that lives in San Diego, and it's so full of arts and culture.
All right, Dalouge Smith and David Malmuth, we are out of time. Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thank you, Peggy.
Thank you.